G'day, Michael from ironbarkgamesstudio, and in this tutorial series I'll be taking you through the common shortcuts and tools in Blender. This first video will cover navigating the viewport. So the viewport is the thing we see in Blender when we first start up the scene, so where we've got our cube, camera, and our point light. And the easiest way to navigate the viewport is with a 3-button mouse and keyboard. If you hold down the middle mouse button and move the mouse, this will rotate or orbit the scene, and it's going to rotate around a point of interest. So currently this is the center of the scene where the default cube is located. If you hold down Shift and press the middle mouse button, you can move the camera left, right, up and down so we can pan the scene. If you hold down Control and the middle mouse button and move the mouse up and down, this is going to zoom the viewport in and out. Alternatively, you can just use the mouse wheel to scroll in and out. You can hold down Alt and then middle mouse button click somewhere in the viewport, and that's going to center the viewport to the area which you clicked. You can then press Shift C to frame the scene. This will recenter your viewport to the center of the scene. It's going to frame all of your objects in the viewport and also reset the cursor. If you hold down Alt, middle mouse button, left, right, up, and down, that's going to snap rotate the viewport to the front, back, left, and right views. This will also set the viewport to orthographic, meaning distant objects will not appear smaller, but maintain their size. Clicking on the middle mouse button and rotating the scene will pull it out of orthographic. If you press Shift B, then release, you can left click and drag, and then let go to zoom to a region. So Shift B, left click and drag, zoom to a region. You do need at least one object within your marquee selection for the tool to detect and zoom in on. So if I go Shift B, left click and drag out in here, it's going to say that there's nothing there to actually zoom to. If you press Shift and the tilde button, you're going to enter fly navigation. So you can use W, A, S, and D to fly around. Additional keys you can use are located at the bottom of the screen for navigation, such as Shift to go faster, Q to go down, and E to go up. You can right click to exit fly navigation mode. The numpad can also be used to navigate the viewport, so if you press numpad 1, 3, or 7, that's going to set the viewport to the front, right, or top. Also, if you press Control 1, 3, or 7, that's going to go to the inverse, so it's going to go to the back, left, and top. It's also going to set the viewport to orthographic. You can also press 2, 4, 6, or 8 to snap orbit down, left, right, or up. Pressing 5 on the numpad will toggle between orthographic and perspective. Pressing 9 is going to reverse the current orbit. If you hold down Control and press numpad 2, 4, 6, or 8, that's going to snap pan down, left, right, or up. Numpad minus will zoom out, and numpad plus will zoom in. If you press numpad period, it's going to center the viewport and frame the currently selected object. Pressing numpad 0 will look through the currently active camera. These functions can also be accessed from the View, Viewport, and View Navigation menus located at the top left of the 3D viewport. And although you won't necessarily activate the functions from here, they do show you the relevant shortcut. It is also possible to navigate the viewport without the need of either a 3-button mouse or numpad. Up the top right hand corner we have a gizmo here, so we can left click and drag inside this gizmo to rotate the scene. We can also click on the X, Y, or Z to snap rotate to that axis. Below that we have our zoom gizmo. So if we left click and drag on this up and down, that will zoom the scene in and out. Below the zoom we have our move tool, so if we left click and drag on the move, we can pan the scene. Below the move tool we have a camera, so if we click on the camera, that will look through the currently active camera. And finally below that we have our grid button, which is going to switch between the perspective and orthographic views. You can toggle these gizmos on and off with the Show Gizmo button up here. Thanks for watching this video. Give us a like and subscribe if you found it useful, and leave a comment if you have a question or your own Blender tip. You can download a free set of PDF notes for this series from the Patreon link in the description. See you in the next one.